Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day, and a special shout out for all my listeners and subscribers from West Hollywood. Thanks for joining Isaac W's channel, your online life coach. So here we go. What is the warning? What is the caution that one should have before they go on the journey to find out the secret of happiness? Because it's just not a little fairy tale, and it's not this little external exercise. I believe it's very deep work, and for some people it will be difficult. So let me explain. Before you are ready to listen to the following weeks, the first thing we need to do is to examine the lies in our brain about ourselves, the beliefs. So we have negative feelings about ourselves, but we never really got down to the real beliefs. And if we calm down our body and we go to the deep place of the amygdala and we notice the lies, we might get frightened. And we might see things we don't want to see. We might suddenly have memories of our past that we shut down or we forgot right after it happened. It might be very scary. So in my opinion, if this doesn't feel right for you, please do not do it. Even if it feels right for you, if you're a teenager, you need to have support as you go ahead with this. Number two, if you just had a child, it's not a good time to do it because your child needs you, and you can wander off and start healing the child within you. If you're busy with several kids that they need you on a constant basis, this is as well not a good idea. Personally, anyone in their 20s that doesn't have big obligations, I think they could sit down on a Sunday, even if it's for 5 minutes. I would start just with 5 minutes. And they feel comfortable, they could go ahead and do it. If a part of you wants to go ahead because you really want to be happy, you want to be in a good space, you want that natural tranquility, you want to be able to sleep at night, you want to be able to regulate your eating, you want to be able to regulate your anger, you want to actually dissolve your anger, you want to do all these things, you could talk to your doctor about it. This series is not the only path for tranquility and happiness. You could talk to your doctor or continue the stuff that you're doing already with your psychiatrist or with your therapist. So again, if you are in any of these stages in your life, do not do it. If you're in your 20s or you're in your 40s or 50s and your kids are out of the house and you don't sort of need them, and you could afford those moments, those hours, and maybe those days to realize that there's some real deep enemies inside of you. It's not that you're creating the enemies, you're just realizing the enemies. You know, it's like someone has a dead mouse in their closet and it's sitting there already for 3 months and it smells in the whole bedroom, and someone open the door, they start yelling. So what are you yelling? It was here ready for 3 months, not 3 minutes, 3 months. But that's when I noticed it. So our bodies don't really react to what is. It reacts to what we know what is. Wow, I like that. Our bodies does not react to what is. Our bodies react to what we know what is. And you got to think about it and say, hey, let's be honest. If we're not feeling good for so many years, the only thing is if we find out what it is, then it's good news. And I'll sign off with just a little analogy just popped in my brain for the first time in my life. It's like you have pain in your tooth and you go to the dentist, and a part of you wants to get rid of the pain, but a part of you doesn't want that the dentist should say, aha, I see that rotten tooth. I see that cavity. And ironically, the moment the doctor starts poking on your teeth or takes the x-rays and say, aha, I found it, you could do it now, or you could book another session, another time, and we're gonna drill a little bit, and we're gonna take out all the rot, and then we're gonna fill in this beautiful cavity, and the pain will be gone. A part of you starts crying because he identified what you sort of felt, but you weren't sure which tooth it was. It was in this area of your mouth, and suddenly you go to the dentist and they identified. This work to flush out or to uninstall is you're identifying the lies. You're identifying it. That identification can be overwhelming. That could be the very, very overwhelming. But you know yourself, the pain in the tooth was there the whole time. But the scary part is when the doctor tells you how much it's going to cost and how much time we're going to drill and what it will feel like. Yeah, that's a little bit overwhelming. But no, in the big picture, the truth is you had a cavity already at least a few weeks. So this fear, granted, it's real. I don't like that fear. I have the fear myself. But you know, it's good news because now we can get rid of it. So before you click on the uninstall program that's slowing down your whole body, that's not allowing you to be internally happy and tranquil, that's good news because now we know what to get rid of. Oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward and actually starting next week. Every week I think I'm already starting, but you see where I'm going. I just got to be careful, take this slow till we actually get to the secret of happiness. Till then, regardless if you're happy today or not, please always do know, even if you don't believe it, because it's true, that you are way greater than you think you are. Bye now.